Do you enjoy eating omelette and would like to try something different? Then come along with me as I show you how to make a quick and extra tasty dish. Let's go. Hey guys, Musa here from Quantum Home Improvements and Solutions. Welcome back. And if this is your first time to our channel, it's great having you join us. And so today I'm going to show you how to make a very easy and incredibly tasting dish that's very popular in the Middle East and also in the Mediterranean. And in Lebanese, we call it either Ijjeh or Ijjeh. So what you're going to need is some continental parsley, onion, obviously some eggs, some salt and pepper, and a bit of oil. This is a very traditional dish for us, and my mother used to make it all the time, God rest her soul. And so there's many different ways of making it by either changing the combinations or adding other ingredients. But today I'll show you how we make it, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Okay, so this dish can either be fried or baked. So I'll be baking today. So I've turned the oven on. And now, first of all, I'm going to start off by collecting the leaves off the continental parsley. Now, this parsley is from our garden. So what I do here, just like when I make tabbouleh, I try to reduce the stems. So you can see a lot of stems in that. So I basically just put the leaves at one level, and that way it reduces how much stems there are. You can see how much stems are there and the leaves on top. So it tastes much better when you got more of the leaf rather than the stem. Now, you will need a good sized bunch, but not overly. This dish tastes really good when it's a nice balance between the eggs and the parsley. And so my mother used to make it two different ways. She used to make it very thick with a lot of parsley, and another way was thin. I personally prefer it thin. I think it distributes the taste better. So as you can see, there's a line forming there. So basically the leaves are gathering at the same level, roughly. It's not exact. So we have an abundance of continental parsley at the moment, which is not normal for us in winter. But I think it's because I put a lot of rabbit manure over the last few months, and it's helped it become very healthy. The soil it's got a very good pH and a lot of nutrients, and this is going really, really well. Perfect time for me to make this dish. So if you don't know, Lebanese like to eat a lot of parsley, which is very healthy for you. Okay, so it's finished. Now, I'll just put this on the chopping board and get rid of all that stem. Just chop that off and I'll throw that out. All right, so now I've got this held really tight and I cut it very fine. And once again, just like I make the tabbouleh. And I curve my fingers so I don't cut them. So you will need a very sharp knife. And just watch your fingers. This is really nice. This parsley smells beautiful. So it is a little bit tricky to do this. So you just got to take it nice and easy. Don't rush it. The process itself is quite quick. You don't need to rush this. Okay, so that's done. Now what I'm going to do is make them even finer. So the finer you make this, the better the taste is distributed throughout the omelette. Okay, so it's really hard to get the quantities right, but you can see how fine that is. So what I'm gonna do here is put it in a breakfast bowl so you can actually see the quantity that I've made here after really dicing it very, very fine. All right, so now let me just double check that. Okay, so I would say that quantity right there would be enough, if you can see that. So the height of the plate, it's about halfway of the height as the plate opens up. So now you can play with the quantity. You can, some people do prefer more parsley, as I said, my mum used to, or you can have less. So just try it a couple of times and you'll find what suits you. Okay, so now I'm just gonna chop up the onion, and this is a good size onion. Now, I wouldn't say that it's huge, but it's definitely a large onion. Okay, so when it comes to onions, I actually have anaphylactic reactions with raw onions. And so when it actually sprays out all those little spawns and makes you cry, there is actually a technique to reduce that. So what I do is just cut that in half and then I put it under cold water. Okay, so now I'll chop that up. Okay, so these are fairly fine, these onions. So, but you don't need to chop them any thinner than that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna whisk the eggs, both egg white and yolk. Let's put that in the bowl. So these eggs came from our chickens. We raise chickens here, we breed them, and we also dispatch them. You see the color of those eggs, they are really, really nice. Our chickens lay beautiful eggs. So if you are interested, I will be making a series starting soon, how to incubate chicks, how to raise them, how to make a chicken coop, and also a mobile chicken coop. Okay, so that's enough. Let's put this down. So now all I do is just put the ingredients in. So I'll just put in the parsley, the onions. Okay, so now I'll put just under 1 teaspoon of salt. So it's very controversial how much you should put. It's basically down to the individual. If you don't put enough, it really doesn't have the right taste. If you put too much, it's overwhelming. So you're just gonna have to try it. Now this is under 1 teaspoon, just under. All right, okay, so now I'm gonna put some white pepper, not too much. I'm gonna put more black pepper. Now, once again, you can put too much, so don't put too much. And now, once again, I'll just mix that in. You do have to mix it in a bit because you have to not only mix the salt and pepper, but also to break up that onion a little bit. And so my mother used to put big chunks of onion, but as time went by, I found that that was not good for me. So I just make them into smaller pieces. All right, so that's ready to go. Okay, so now I'll put it in the baking tray. Now this is a porcelain baking tray and I'm specifically using that because it cooks better with that. You can use a metal tray, but if it hasn't been Teflon coated, it will stick. So you may have to put some baking paper on there. But what I do, my mother used to pack on the oil a lot. Okay, so that's about enough there, like that. So my mother used to probably put 2 or 3 times more than that. I'll just distribute all the oil. Okay, so now I'll just tip this in. So I'll just give that a bit of a shake around. Now you can see a little bit of oil on the edges. What I do sometimes actually, if I think I've got too much in there, I'll take some of that oil back out. I don't like too much oil in there. So I put enough to cover the base. And then I just go through and take some out if I feel I need to. So you do need to have oil in there. It doesn't work without it. But that is looking fantastic. All right, so now I'm ready to put this in the oven. Okay, just put that in. And I'll let that sit for a half an hour on 180 degrees Celsius, fan forced. Okay, it's half an hour and it's time to take it out. That looks beautiful. All right, I'll turn this off. This smells beautiful. Okay, so now I'll just let that sit, and this is just in time. I've asked Mr. Sukkar from Intellect Finance to come and be the taste tester for me, and he'll be here shortly.
Musa.
Hey, Joseph. Thanks for coming.
No worries, my pleasure.
Hey, Joe. Have a seat.
Thanks, Musa.
So, Joe, I'm dying to know, do you eat Ijjeh or Ijjeh much?
We eat it a lot actually. It's a vegetarian dish on the days that you can't eat meat. It's a really tasty vegetarian dish.
I love this dish, and my mother used to make it a lot thicker. And so you can actually, like, it was chunky onions and everything, which wasn't very good for me. But my wife started making it thinner, and I love it this way. It's really nice. And I've been speaking to other people, like Louis was telling me that he likes his thin as well.
Yeah.
So do you mix anything with that?
No, I don't. But I don't discriminate. I like it thick and thin. That actually smells better. There's different versions you can do.
Yeah, correct. That's what I was saying before. You can have different versions, and everyone's palate is different. Some like it salty, some don't like it salty. So I've gone closer to the salty extreme rather than not salty extreme.
Yeah.
And it depends on how your wife makes them. What does she do? Does she make it very salty?
No, it's not very salty, but I'm a salty person, so I always add salt.
So you add it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should be good for you. I actually put less than what I normally do, but not that much less. It's usually 1 teaspoon, but I put it just marginally less. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy it. Louis was also saying that his mum used to make a mix of onion and tomatoes and make the omelette very thin and spread it. But for me, traditionally, I like to eat it with bread, just breaking it as tradition. Just break the bread and basically just take a piece. How do you normally eat it?
That's basically what we
Same?
do.
Yeah. Also, how does your wife cook it?
She does both. She does it like that that's in the oven, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but you can also pan fry it. She does pan fry sometimes, yeah.
Pan frying is probably more common, I would say,
Yeah.
but my mother would normally just put it in the oven. I'm not sure why. For me, it's better because I've got problems with onions, as you know.
Yeah.
So if I cook it for half an hour at 180 degree, there's a much better chance that the onions that I'm going to consume is not going to have an effect on me. But also, I cut the onions fairly small. My mother used to make big chunks. How about Karen?
She uses garlic and onion.
Ah, wow. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying before. You can add more things to it.
I think every village has their own version. We don't use tomatoes, Louis uses tomatoes.
But yeah, traditionally we just eat it this way, and it's like the Lebanese or the Arabs like to have the meza. So it's like a meza meal, like you have a heap of different things. Yes, and so I don't know how you eat it, whether you have a main and then you have that.
No, you can have it as a main as well. My mum, you know how we do kusa?
Yep.
And the inside of the kusa.
Yep.
And what do you do with that? She sometimes puts it in the omelette and bakes it like.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's actually nice. Yeah.
So just in case you don't know, kusa is zucchini, and in actual fact, it rhymes with my Arabic name. So people used to tease me about kusa. So Musa kusa. Anyway, quite funny. And I've just found a commonality between Joe and I. First time ever. Now, he's from a very different village to me, and he doesn't say the words as I do, and he's always picking on me, but that's because he comes from a strange village. And so he just said a word for the first time that actually relates to my way of saying it. So, gusa is how we say it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's exactly how we say it. See, we're not that different, Joe.
No.
Hey, Joe, look, let's try it. And so, here we go. Sorry, Joe, I just got to get the first one. There we go. I'll just put that on the plate. That looks nice, eh? It's very thin, huh? Does your wife also do them thin?
Yeah, she does it thin. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Joe.
Wow.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Let me put that on the side.
Okay.
And I better try it too, just in case it's a dud. I love it.
No, that's really good. That's very nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Good amount of onion in it.
Yeah.
I love onion.
And see, the salt right now, as I said, I put a little bit less. It's not overwhelming.
No, it's perfect salt.
So if you are going to put more salt, just remember, it's not probably going to end up well.
You know, I was hesitant. I thought because you didn't put garlic, it's not going to be as nice, but it actually is quite nice.
Yeah, I like it. So just in case you're not sure, onions, when you cook them, become sweet. So it's a good combination between the sweetness and also the salt combined. And also the parsley just adds that extra element to it and really brings up the taste beautifully. So I really love this dish. I love it so much. And Joe, I'm surprised you like it. I really do, because I was a little worried that you're going to pick on me and say, Musa, this is not how you make it.
No, I know everybody has their own version of making things, but this is actually, it's quite nice. It's very similar to how Mum makes it as well, yeah. That's
Your mum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Musa, no, you've done very well. Actually, very rarely have you anything I've tasted that you've made, Musa, didn't taste good.
Thanks for that, Joseph. Thank you. I just love Ijjeh, and because we've got heaps of parsley right now, and the chickens aren't so great, but at least we're getting some eggs. Cheers. I know it's only water, but kesek.
Not as good as the beer tasting session, but yeah.
In actual fact, we might have a beer in a minute. I've got some in the freezer.
Yes.
Joe, thank you very much for coming to be Taste Tester. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Musa.
So if you like this kind of food, I have plenty of videos that I've made, and I'll put a link for them in the descriptions below. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And if you have any comments at all, please leave them below and I will get back to you. And I'd ask you, please consider to subscribe, hit the like button and share this video, and there's many more to come. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
So Joseph, please honour me by telling me, how do you pronounce Ijjeh?
Ijjeh. Was it? All right, good. Now you say it.
We say Ijjeh, but most people say Ijjeh.
I thought you got to put that. There's a letter.
The art's not going to happen for me. I'm not really that Arabic.
The Bogey's version.